What's up, subscribers of Eric? This is not Eric himself, this is Ominousacid95, also known as Mike, and Eric did a guest narration week, or not a guest narration week, in guest narration for my guest narration week, so I decided I'd pay him back by doing guest narration for him, while he has a sore throat, so he at least has some content. And unlike Eric, I do not like to break ankles. I do, however, like to break the ice. I'm gonna do that with this narration, which was an OU battle that I had against Casado Perfect. The link will be in the description, I guess, the same as my link. And as I said, it's an OU match. Now, what I mostly do with almost everything except for Ubers, I look at my boxes and I see like, okay, I want to use this, I want to use that. At this point I decided to go with Garchomp and then just pick some pokes that I really want to use. Genesect as well, I don't know, post down in the comments, by the way, guys, is it Genesect or Genesect, because I say Genesect and everybody else says Genesect, so whatever. My opponent's team has got every single thing is a big threat to my team, barring maybe the Heatran, because I do have Conkeldurr for that, and I got my Jellicent for that, and I do have Garchomp for that, so that's not going to be a problem. But everything else, if they decide to set up, if they are setuppers, like Sub SD Garchomp or something, and then Nasty Plot, Thundurus, Swords Dance, Scizor, Dragon Dance, Gyarados, CM Latias, I don't know, whatever. That's gonna be a big pain in the ass, so I'm just gonna narrate this for you guys, and please sit back. Okay, so I'm going to be leading up with my Fortress, just thinking, okay, I want to get out my answers, just because Scizor might be choice, but I don't want to U-turn, get as much damage on that as possible. But he's going to predict that and go for the Garchomp now. He does not want to predict this early, me neither, or over-predict us least. So I'm just gonna predict the Fire Blast that he is Scarfed, just because Scarfed Garchomps often carry either Fire Blast or the Fire Fang. And he does decide to go for the Fire Blast as I switch into Jellicent. Now Jellicent takes that real nicely, and it is a crit, so yeah, let me just see, that's like 68. And then you get the leftover stuff, so it's not gonna do that much. Oh no, this is my Specs one, never mind. Kind of a bit ago, so I just have to get back into it. So it was my Specs one, and that thing is going to be annihilated, the Heatran, as he brings that in. I have no idea what he was expecting though, maybe an Ice Beam or something, or at least an Ice type move, but I'm figuring, okay, I'm almost at full health, what are you gonna do, because you're Scarf? Because nothing, like, Garchomp doesn't really like to have a fire type move on something that is not choice Scarf or choice Banded, at least not the Fire Blast on a choice band set, so I'm figuring he is choice Scarf. Now he's going to kill me up with an Outrage, but this is going to give me a great opportunity to go into Genesect and kill him up with an Ice Beam. On top of that, I do get the special attack boost, so that's just a dead Garchomp. Now, by the fact that I do outspeed him, he knows that I am not like Expert Belt or something for the weird cases that it is, because I only use Scarf Genesect or Genesect, whatever, except for my Douse Drive one in the rain, which is actually really cool. I don't see it that often. Now he goes into Raw Power, which is the Scizor. I have no idea why I switched out, though I'm guessing a superpower is coming my way. But he is actually going to take this time to set up. I'm like, oh shit! Oh my god, this is gonna be worse. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, no. So you have +4. I'm like, no, what is this shit? And I go for the Pain Split right here, and I rob myself of my Sturdy. What the hell am I thinking? But I do have leftovers, luckily, so I do get back to full health. And I'm figuring, okay, I'm gonna switch out right here, just because I do want to get something like some damage on him, I guess, so that I might be able to live it with from Dragonite. But he's at +6. I'm like, no, what is this? So I'm going to my Harder Body, which I'm gonna rename to Raw Pushin', because that's better. I'm gonna get burned from the burn or flame orb. That's it. Well, I thought that I would outspeed it, maybe, because I went for the Mach Punch there. But at least he takes some life or damage, so I'm gonna go into Fortress, like, okay, I am at my Sturdy, so, he will want to attack me, of course, and he just decides to do that with the Brick. Break is gonna knock me down to my Sturdy. obviously. And I'm just gonna feint split up some damage to get crit damage onto him, because he's most likely gonna be max HP, turn 52 EVs, because he's the Source onset, so he doesn't need to have a stealth rock number. And that's going to leave him with about 40%, I'd say, and me at 155 net after leftovers, but that doesn't matter because he can kill me up next turn, so whatever. I don't really have a choice on what to do. I'm here to get sweat. My only real chance right now is to go into Dragonite, because I'm still at full health, and I might be able to live a Bullet Punch. I have no idea, because that's what he wanted to do. And Bullet Punch, he edited this greatly, so you should go check him out, his battle on his side. And I live with 58, and I'm like laughing so fucking hard. It's like, oh my god, that's great. But I do take him out with a Hurricane. I think that was kind of risky. But the other, I have Sub-Home Claws, Hurricane, or something. No, Home Claws, Roost, Hurricane, and Dragon Rush, something like that. And here comes the Jet Pistol. The Latias is going to kill me with the... I didn't say that because my Camtasia lags, but I believe that it was a Dragon Pulse. I don't see any life or damage, so I'm figuring he must be like leftovers, I guess. But yeah. Okay, so I do go into Genesect and I get the attack boost. So I figure, okay, best bet for me is to not go for an Ice Beam, but go for the Stab U-turn on him. At +1, that's going to do a shit ton, and he's going to live with like, or he's not going to live. He's going to die from that stuff. And I go into top of the tier list, so ban me Guard Jump. And I'm figuring, okay, that's the best bet that I got right now. And he decides to go into his whatchamacallit, the Gyarados, and he gets the Intimidate drop, which is really unfortunate. But I'm figuring, okay, I can just decide to do as much damage on him as possible. And he gets into the fucking Dragon Dance. I'm like, no, it's not gonna end this way as well, like the Scizor. But at this point, his attack and his speed are raised, and he's still gonna be at a little bit over half, just because he is most probably looking at this damage, even with the -1. I am still max attack. He is the